What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kind of Funny podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside Christmas in May, Joey Noel.
We've already ruined the show. It just started.
No, you didn't do anything. They don't know that yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I stopped you. Me and Roger stopped you. We understood what we were up against.
We know we're running on empty. We got to figure it out. Any piece of content we got to use.
It's the lock Roger Pickle.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
You never know what's going to lead to great content. You know what I mean? It could be Benny Be Good over here in the chat saying, everyone tell Kevin and or Mike that they're doing great.
Aw.
Kevin, you're doing great. Mike accosted me today on the Gamescast.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of comments that he crossed the line.
Oh.
Yeah.
That he stepped out of his lane, crossed the line, and there should be
Repercussions?
here at Kind of Funny.
Raised his voice.
From a boss
Raised his
employee.
voice.
Raised his
Screamed
voice.
at me, some
it
would
was,
say.
You know, it's not what he said. It was just the way he said it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. It's the
Just
best way to say
had to
it.
come out there, someone insulted his girlfriend Xbox, so he had to come out and really,
X, yeah, I
it
know,
was
right?
sad. The chat hated him for it, but it's no big. Mike's over there on the couch. I don't know why he's not on the show.
Yeah,
he's
I have no
laying
idea
on the
why he's not
show.
here.
Where's Tim?
Tim is busy doing Tim things,
Oh, okay.
as Tim often does. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Tim and I came back from LA this morning,
You
5
did.
a.m. And when he was like, I was like, yeah, I'll drive us to the office. And then he's like, great. And that was like the plan originally. And then
Yeah.
this morning it was like, well, I might go home and like shower and stuff. Come in, yeah, sure, no problem, of course. Take some calls, do your thing.
Yeah.
And then I get a text, it's like, well, I'm like, God damn it, all right, fine. Don't worry, we got this.
We got this.
And I won't
We'll
lie,
carry.
Kind of Funny podcast.
Yeah.
A great show every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is it going to be serious? Is it going to make you cry? Going to make you laugh? It's always going to make you think.
Yeah.
Maybe think about us and if you should support us. But
I thought about last week's episode a lot.
yeah, no, I did
I don't know
too.
if I'll ever not be thinking about last week's episode.
So I'm not at liberty to talk about what we did in LA.
Okay.
But we met a bunch of new people, right? And one of them was like, yeah, there's so many people coming to this event. I really wanted to get to know all of you. So I went and watched everybody's content. And we were like, oh. And he's like, I got to say, your story. He's talking to Tim. Your story about your girlfriend. He's like, oh, my God. That's what you picked.
That's out of all the
this
content.
slate of amazing game discussion, right? All this stuff, insightful commentary. We clicked on the one, Tim's not allowed back at this restaurant. Here's about Gia just barfing everywhere.
That's how you get to know somebody, though. That's how you start a friendship at tier 2.
It's
already,
the best
Oh,
way
yeah. You're skipping all
to
the
really
bullshit.
establish what this company is and what this business is. That somehow we are able to monetize that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then somebody screaming at their boss. You know what I mean?
Fucking somebody.
Outrageous.
Remain
Outrageous.
nameless.
I get it. It's upsetting that we canceled the show.
Yeah.
So I understand he's got a chip on his shoulder about that.
Yeah.
But then some of the things he was saying, it was like he was on crack cocaine. All right. You know what I mean? This guy
He had a little twinkle
This
in his
guy
eye.
freebased before he came in to review Hellblade 2. I love you, Mike.
See, Mike? I just see his feet kicked
He's
up
laughing.
on the couch.
He's over there. He's on
Not
his phone.
facing us either. Just on his phone.
away from us.
He wants to listen to the podcast. He doesn't want to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
He's an audio listener.
Yeah, that's fair.
Always excited for the Kind of Funny podcast. It's always a good time. But this one, very excited for. First off, a fun cast.
Yeah.
I like when we shake it up and it's
Yeah.
not. We work. You guys have both been coming to the podcast more and more.
Yeah.
But
we're
just
really
two,
on it together.
No.
let alone
Yeah.
with just a Greg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Usually
it's in my
one of us-
contract. I don't want to.
But for the parentheses to be Roger's tattoo reveal,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, doctor, are we in for a good
Hey,
show
everybody.
today? Because I don't know anything about this. I don't
This
know.
is a thing that Roger has been mentioning over the last couple days, and I'm still not convinced that he's not fucking with me.
I have a tattoo, everybody. I have a tattoo. So do you want the story? I mean, I don't know if there even is a story, right?
Yeah,
Like,
there's what did you
got
suddenly
a
have a
tattoo on a
tattoo.
whim. There's
You
no
suddenly have a tattoo, and then you just put it on the calendar that you're revealing it on the show. There's a
I
story.
missed that on the calendar.
we got to
That's
do a
so
tattoo
funny.
reveal, right? I mean, it's
I
Greg,
guess.
I learned from
Did
this
any of the rest of us do that when we got tattoos?
I mean, you should, right? I mean, I learned from you, Greg.
I guess
from,
you
from
probably
the master
did.
of content.
That's
right?
me, master of
Never
content.
leave content on the table.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking Joey's just reading comments
Just
before we go live.
Don't be reading comments in your personal time. Don't be doing
Nope,
anything.
nope.
If you see a trailer, you say, "Hey, do I have to react to A Quiet Place Part 1?"
My girlfriend would like to watch this trailer. No, you can't watch. We need that for content. You got to come in.
You
Wait.
got to make sure that the content is being contented. And I got a tattoo this weekend. It was kind of just a thing that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I've been always thinking about for the last maybe 5 years. I've been like, oh, I'm gonna get this lyric from this song. I'm gonna do this album cover, but this way. And then I would like not do it for like maybe 6 months, and then of course within that 6 months it became horribly outdated, and I'm like, I'm so glad I never got this. This is so dumb. I'm so happy because it was always like emotional things in my heart, right? It was always like things that like meant a lot to me, and of course 6 months later they don't mean shit to me, right?
Yeah,
so like,
dude,
yeah, like it just
you're
always,
loving them, leaving them. That's what you do.
exactly. You know me. I'm always going left to going right. So this one I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I want this to be stupid. I need this to be something that
You're putting too much emphasis on it.
And for the first one, because I want to get a bunch, and
tattoo.
I always looked up to like Max Scoville, right? Because his tattoos are just silly little guys. Yeah, he's tall, very tall. I do look up to him, and all of his tattoos are silly. They're just silly. I think he draws most of them too, and then he gets them tattooed on him. I didn't draw this one, but there's this meme. Have you seen this meme of Mr. Cheetah?
Who?
Kevin, I've sent you the meme. I've sent you the Twitter meme. If you can pull that up. If you can pull that up.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Can
so
you imagine?
So $500,000
I 100%
or dinner with Mr. Cheddar.
I didn't know he had a name.
Yeah, this Mr. Cheddar, everybody. Audio listeners, you got to pull over the nun van and you got to look at this image because it's just a cute.
It's Stuart Little-like.
Stuart Little-like, but like the boss of Stuart Little, right? Like he's just
Stuart
a nice,
Little going to his 9-to-5 corporate job.
and just a nice guy. Like he's not like he's Stuart Little if he grew up, right? So I was like, you know what? I got to do it. I got to get it tattooed on me. So I got it on my left.
You
calf.
got Mr. Cheddar?
I got Mr. Cheddar. I got Mr. Cheddar on my left my left calf. And you know, just
Do
why
we get
not?
to see it?
No, it's deep in there. I could try to pull it up.
Take
but
off
like,
your pants.
Oh, I got
You
it.
can't do a tattoo reveal and then
Not show it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There it is.
Oh
yeah.
my
Yeah,
God,
right
that's
there.
way
Back
bigger
calf.
than I thought
Yeah.
it would be.
So yeah.
You gotta stand up and show the people.
Yeah. Put it on the table.
How do I do this?
Put it
You
on the
gotta-
table. Turn your back to this and then go
And then
cacao.
put your foot on the table.
There you go.
No. Hold on.
Hold on. Kevin's got camera.
Just high kick.
High kick and then everyone at home freeze frame.
Turn around. Turn away all the way around. Yeah. No. You gotta face. You gotta face Greg. Face Greg.
Look at me.
There it is.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Now
put your foot
put
where
your
the
foot on
epic
his
cup
knee.
is.
Put your foot on his knee. Right there. There it is.
Crushed it.
There it is.
Give me that digital zoom.
All right. Well, you gotta give me a second.
Maybe
Hold
we'll
on.
take a.
No, you gotta hold it.
We got to get the
For fuck's
digital
sake.
zoom. I mean, come on. People are there. That's as big as a postage stamp for them. There. Now we're talking.
There it is.
That's
There's some kind of-
incredible. That looks honestly really good.
Thank you so much. And hold on. Get into the mic. So my favorite thing is I go for the tattoo, right? And
So wait, what is the process? You decide to do this on Sunday?
no, I a few days ago I was like, I have the idea for this thing, and then
Mr. Cheddar.
yeah, Mr. Cheddar, yeah, exactly, Mr. Cheddar. I was like, I think
This is the perfect
I've
tattoo.
taken it too seriously.
yeah, exactly.
I had this Drake lyric I wanted, and then I was like, I can't do that. I had a P. Diddy lyric I wanted, I can't do that.
Oh, we got like the full bit.
Nothing.
Okay, here we go.
How will a milkshake duck Mr. Cheddar?
So I had this idea because I was like, I would have all these stupid ideas that like I had like things that actually meant things to me,
Yeah.
and I would like yeah. You know what I mean? And then I sent Mr. Cheddar to Leanza, and then I was like, no, that's it. Like immediately, like I have no regrets with this. Like this is like such a level of stupid, but it's like a cute stupid. Like it's like something that like even removed from the meme, it's like, oh, it's just a cute little guy.
I got a little
like,
mouse dressed up in a suit.
Exactly. It's
What's to be
so
mad about
unserious.
that?
It's not a big deal. So a week ago, I see an Instagram ad, of course, and then it's like someone who's in the Bay Area who's like touring around the country. And it's like, hey,
I get those ads all
I'm in,
the
I'm in
time.
SF for a week. Let's do it. And I'm like, okay, cool. I messaged her and I was like, hey, I want to do this. And she was like, holy shit, yes, I need to do this. Yes, let's make this happen. And when I got to the tattoo parlor, it was like she looked at me. She was like, I love rats. She's like, rats are my favorite thing in the world, and I've done one rat tattoo, so like this made me very happy. But guys, I have like a moral conundrum with this that like I had to like right before this tattoo, like I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to pull out. I realized the night before, it's an AI generated image.
No.
Oh, Roger.
And
Roger.
I was like,
Is it really?
fuck yeah, it is. It looks good. It
Yeah.
looks really good, and it tricked me for this
I
long.
guess you can't really like dress up a.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was like a rat that they just like put like the little thing on, and I was
Yeah.
like, I thought it was like the fake arms. So I was like, shit, what do I do? Because it's like, I don't want to support, of course, AI or anything like that. But then I was
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm also paying this artist to make a rendering
I can
of
see it,
a
I guess.
thing.
Yeah.
So that was my only conundrum. But again, I paid a local artist to draw this and tattoo it on my body, so I don't feel any.
See, at that point, you
anything
should have
wrong.
gone all in and had the AI do it too.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly. I
mean?
should've gotten
I
a
need
robot.
a hand-drawn version of Mr. Cheddar.
I should have gotten the Crater Burger robots that are thrown in the garbage and redo. But I
Yeah,
got
that never opened up again, did it?
No,
You
no,
guys
never
love
did. It's a
Creator
sandwich
Burger.
place now. It's a sandwich
Oh,
place now.
wow.
Not a robot sandwich place though.
Yeah.
You wish
Just
though.
a human sandwich, but well, Humans making the sandwiches, not sandwiches made out of humans.
Of course. Yeah, not yet.
Oh,
Getting closer.
What?
terrifying. Take me out now.
Getting closer to what?
Cannibalism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You heard me right.
20
Yeah.
Just making sure.
So you want a dumb tattoo, you do the thing, but you're
love
not
this.
worried about him getting Pepe the Frog or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, I mean I think it's already Pepe the Frog. That's a good. That's. You
Is
know, I
that
haven't
not his
considered that one. I don't think it's La Frog. I think it's just Pepe.
You're trying to confuse Pepe the Frog and Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, 100%.
Well, in my universe, no, that actually tracks.
Yeah,
That tracks.
Pepe Le Frog.
Pepe Le Pew and Pepe the
I mean,
Frog.
I guess so, but it's just like I don't know. It's just a little mouse guy, and like I think that I can like also. I don't know. I think it's like I can detach it enough from it where it's like, you know, it's. I don't think Mr. Cheddar
It's
is
one
like
of
an
those tattoos
actual.
you're not going to see that often.
Exactly.
Either.
And
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think that Mr. Cheddar is like has become such a cultural phenomenon that
Yeah.
like you say
No.
Mr. Cheddar and someone's like, oh, I know who Mr. Cheddar is.
Clearly,
Like,
I didn't. I'm
exactly.
Mr.
But now
Meme
you
and
know.
I didn't know it. Yeah.
Now you know
what I mean?
forever.
Yeah.
Now you know who
How
Mr. Cheddar is.
can I? Is that the origin of Mr. Cheddar there?
Yeah, that's it.
Can I see it again? What's the date on this tweet? How long ago did this tweet go up?
Let's see. I think.
July. Oh, July 23.
Yeah.
Okay, so
1
July.
year.
6 months.
Yeah, a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I chose dinner with Mr. Cheddar every night.
I love this for you.
I love it. It's just stupid. And it's like not like I don't know. It's just like my right brand of stupid. And now I can actually get normal tattoos.
So talk to me more about that. Yeah, you want to do more tattoos, you said. Not, I'm assuming not just a sleeve or a leg. They call it sleeve on your leg, I guess.
I
don't know.
guess, yeah.
Not a leg warmer. You know what I mean? You want them all over, just
can't, like-
randomly
I don't
place
know.
random things?
I don't know the placement of it, but I have like some ideas for other tattoos. Like I have like things that are more sentimental to me that I would get. I don't know where I would get them. I always thought like for a while, like I thought like, oh, I have to get my first tattoo on my arms. Like I don't know why that was like my first instinct. And then I again remembered that I have a leg, 2 legs.
Fair enough.
Yeah, 2 legs. And then I was like, okay, well, I could just hide a stupid tattoo there, and then like that would be my starter one.
Yeah.
But I think like my next one would probably be something a little bit more like prominent or whatever. But I always liked the idea of having a sleeve, but I just never thought I was cool enough. But like
Sure.
I could become that cool person by just.
I mean,
having
I
a
think you're
sleeve.
cool enough. You're already cool right
Yeah.
now. What
Oh, I
shirt you wearing right here?
It's Godzilla, but
See?
it has like a bunch of other like gods. It has like Manila, who's like the baby Godzilla.
Yeah.
my favorite guy.
I hate that Godzilla.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
fucking. What do you
Why
like?
do you hate that Godzilla?
You like the
Because
baby
it
Kong?
looks
Is that what you like?
so it looks so goofy, and
a
I
fucking
only know
baby.
this.
Yeah, it's a
His brother
child.
used to put it on all the
yeah,
time.
grandmother used to show him. Put him up. Put
She
him
would
up
tell me
there.
stories. She
Yeah,
would tell me
No,
stories.
he looks too janky.
Okay, well,
Wow,
I might get him
respect for
tattooed
practical
now.
effects. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
That's
that
a
would be
great
a Roger
actually.
tattoo.
Now,
That's a
I haven't
great
thought about it
tattoo.
until this moment. That'll be the right one.
Should we get matching one? Should I get a Mothra?
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
Leanne's down for tattoos. She should get a piece of cheese on her back of her calf, and then when
That's
you guys
true.
stand next to each other, you got Mr. Chet. Look at this guy.
Yeah, look at Manila.
Like, don't get me wrong, he looks dumb.
Yeah.
Like he looks like something went wrong.
He looks
Yeah.
like the baby from Dinosaurs.
yeah, not
Yeah.
the mama.
That same
Not the
face.
mama.
It does
Yeah.
not look anything like Godzilla.
No,
which is
that's
the
why
weirdest
it's
part about it.
confusing.
the
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, but like babies, like it doesn't look like it's
Who's-
even like the same species almost.
Who's Manila's mom?
I don't think we have the answers on that
The
one.
technology.
I don't think we have the technology or answers. The
You
DNA
know
test
who the
didn't
dad
exist.
Is it not
Godzilla?
Godzilla?
Is that
I mean,
him?
is that? It's just an assumption because
I think he might be an adopted child.
There you go. See, you both sound like idiots. Right
So
now.
then is Godzilla the monster or is Godzilla the species?
the monster. Well, I mean, the
That's his
person.
name, yeah.
Joey.
Oh, okay.
The
Then
person.
what is he though?
Is
Lizard.
Guys,
Just
Yeah.
generic
Genetic-
lizard.
yeah.
is Godzilla a he?
I kind of
mean,
assumed so, but
in
Lizards
the
can switch,
new
right?
movies, female. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh,
I don't know if I don't remember original
that's
Godzilla
like what Manila
lore.
looks like, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, for sure.
there's
No.
also Godzilla Jr. If you want to look that up, Godzilla Jr. too cute. It's like Funko Pop, like trying to be like, oh, we're cute little guys. Like,
See, this
fuck
is
that.
back.
That's
Was one of
exactly
my
what I
problems
like.
with Godzilla vs Kong New Empire, right? Where it was like when they introduced the little monkey, who's either a little monkey or Joe Pesci. We're not sure. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, is this gonna be like Son of Kong? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then we're gonna
Yeah.
get Godzilla gets his Manila, which I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I
Okay,
get down
see,
with Godzilla
no, look
Jr.
it. Godzilla Jr. is fucking stupid looking.
No, I like Godzilla
Manila's
Jr.
way better.
No,
Just so dumb.
This
I
is
think I don't
this
like-
guy looks like he belongs at like the play place at McDonald's next to Mayor McCheese. Like,
Yeah.
is that a bad thing?
yeah, it's not who Godzilla's rolling
No.
with.
This
That ain't
is-
You
Godzilla.
think the other one looks fiercer than this?
Not fiercer, but more in universe.
No way.
Yeah, more real.
Show
More
me,
real.
give me a good photo of the old Godzilla, Kevin. Show me that,
Yeah.
and then show me that, and then I'll show you that. You know,
And you show him that.
Kevin's got his work cut out for him
how's this
today.
audio podcast working out for you, Mike? You
having a
keeping up
great
over
time?
there?
I just hate the trend of like the baby animals. Like and like now we're coming up on Greg. You and I can kind of talk about this of like Garfield the movie is coming out and like what are you feeling about this? Like what's your hype level? How angry are you? Because I'm angry
not
about this
angry.
movie.
There's nothing
Why
to
are
be
you
angry about.
Why the
this.
fuck are we?
Look at this Godzilla doesn't have those goofy dumb eyes that Godzilla Jr. had. So there you go. I win.
He absolutely does have the goofy eyes.
They're not as detailed. It's the problem that
Well, this is a photo from the 40s, Greg.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Godzilla Jr. looks like he's in fucking 4K HD with these eyes.
I
all
don't
right?
know after your showing on Game Showdown that we're gonna make
I
you the
fucking
arbiter
won,
of
Joey.
eyes and
He
drawings.
deserved that one. He deserved that one.
Necessarily.
You know, the audience didn't get it. The audience didn't get the art that you were making over there.
I just, I can't stand
They're
this audience.
so mad at you.
sometimes. You know what I mean? And they're mad at me.
They're mad at a lot of
They're
people.
What did
mad
I
at-
do?
they're
I
mad
just
at
came
all
out there,
of us.
played the best game I could, and I won. Everyone wants to get on my case.
Blessing
for
also
that.
voted, and they weren't mad at him. They were just mad at me mostly. They were mad at me, and I get it. I
Well,
get
you're
it.
supposed to be the smartest of us.
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
what we call you around here.
Fuck,
I think they were mad at Blessing.
Yeah, you know, just like tangentially.
Mad at
They weren't
everybody.
mad at Mike enough too. Mike should have also
No one's
get
ever
some
mad
heat.
enough at Mike. You know what I mean?
Now he's
Except
up.
for
Flick the cigarette at me
internally.
today on Gamescast. Nobody cares.
I know,
You what I mean?
right? Just the
The
twinkle in his eye.
disrespect. You know what I mean?
Just
You hate
yelling.
to see it. You hate to see it.
we do.
I want to talk more about tattoos. But first, I'll remind everybody that this is the Kind of Funny podcast each and every week. 4, sometimes 3 best friends gather on this table.
I nailed it.
Had to reach on that one. You know what I mean? Good Lord. To talk about whatever it is they want to talk about, whatever topic you want to talk about. If you like that, of course, you should join us live. If you have the Kind of Funny membership, you could be watching us record the Kind of Funny podcast right now, just like Langley is, DJ Mayer is, and Eric R. Of course, with the Kind of Funny membership, you get each and every episode of every Kind of Funny podcast, every Kind of Funny show, ad-free. You get the ability to watch the podcast live as we record them in the afternoon. And of course, you get my daily multimedia experience. It's a video. It's an MP3. It's Greg Way. Where today, it was a big deal. Mike, have you listened yet, Mike? Have you had time? What's the third reason I wear a hat now, ladies and gentlemen? We've added it. We haven't added a reason to wear a hat since college, and we've done it now.
Wow.
I-
Okay.
wasn't really aware that there were 2.
Can
You
you,
know,
go over
Joe-
the two?
Huh?
Or is that spoilers?
No, that's well known.
Okay.
It's either that I was hungover
Yeah.
or I didn't shower.
Oh,
And they're not
so
mutually
these
exclusive.
are Greg specific. These aren't like general.
No.
I thought it was like
Beyond
to be
Greg,
cool
there's many reasons.
and to shade your face was my guess.
Is 3 plain? Being on plane.
I think you should watch the show and use your Kind of Funny membership benefits and not
Being
spoil.
on plane.
You know
I'm
what I
guessing-
mean?
Losing your hair.
No, that's not it, Kevin. Please. It's never going to happen. Look at this delightful mop.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
so
It is really
great.
long.
I know, it's so
Holy
great.
shit,
I
it's
know.
like silver.
Keeping you guys
between
fucking,
you and Tim.
keeping you fuckers employed has killed me.
I
and
know.
And honestly, it's Ben. It's honestly Ben and the whole COVID thing, I guess. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
Got a lot going on.
you look at photos.
You guys have gone through a couple
You just look at
years.
photos of 2019. Still
Perfect.
so brown, so brown. And then I had to spend a couple years home with the old yak ball and chain. You know what I mean? Jean Mapel.
Jen the
English,
Yapper.
You know what I mean? Good Lord. And I fucked up, knocked her up. Now I got this kid running around. Jean Mapel. You know
Does
what I
Ben
mean?
speak French?
we're way off. You know how much I love him. We're way off the beaten path here on what I'm talking about now.
Can I ask you a question about your hair?
Yeah.
If you start losing it, losing
not
it.
going to.
God forbid.
Knock on wood.
40. Grandpa had his hair, right? Isn't dad on your mom's side? Grandpa on your mom's side?
I have
What?
no idea.
If you start losing it,
Yeah.
That's
are you
great.
just shaving it? What's the deal? What's the plan?
Try to get a little for you, Kevin.
Thank you.
It hurts, Kevin. I got such a long neck. It's one of my best features. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, I guess. You know, I don't think it's gonna happen. It would have
Yeah.
happened, right? It might thin.
You gotta prepare
obviously.
though.
My
You gotta
dad's
prepare for everything.
hairs, as he got older, has thinned.
Gotta prepare
Dude,
for
you gotta
everything.
prepare for
You gotta
everything?
prepare.
Yeah.
You gotta have the razors ready.
Oh, I don't know if you have to be that prepared. I thought you meant like I think you need to have a mental
Yeah, just
plan.
have it. You know, it's have like the razor ready. You know what I mean? Just in case.
At the ready. I've got to be at razor ready.
Kevin thinks you should always have a razor ready. I don't
That's
know if they can
true.
hear you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lose it. So I've never thought about it. It's never been a big concern for me. So I don't know. I guess I would. Yeah.
Kevin asked if he lost it if he would take it from Nick. I think that you could take it from a lot of other people that maybe have more hair.
Yeah, but I want to punish Nick.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like, yeah. It's that idea where I still, every time I have a hair that grows in below my hairline. And every time I pluck it, I usually text him or Nick and be like, hey, guess what I had to do? I have too much hair. I had to remove some of it on my own because it's just growing in lower and lower.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I would shave it. I've never really thought about it. I've never thought about having like the Kevin from The Office dome with the, Friar Tuck kind of thing going on there. Yeah.
No, I felt like my hairline not receding, but like I was doing like what do you call that? Like the circle and like
bald patch?
Yeah, the bald patch on the top. And I was like, I just can't. I just gotta shave
That's why
it.
you did this?
Yeah, a little bit. Like I felt it thinning and like the tip of like my Trinidadian, I guess my mom's side, just a lot of thinning of hair. And like as soon as like I turned like 23, I was like, shit, it's already happening. So I just gotta do it. And
you
also
look great with it. You rock it.
Thank you. Yeah, but it's also like honestly, I'm a cheap motherfucker. So it's like if
that's
I
also
if I could just easily just go, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's me shaving my head. Everybody.
Yeah, I got it.
That's not me driving a car. Audio people.
Roger, it's funny because I went the opposite of like, I don't like cutting my hair. I guess I'll just keep
let
growing it
grow.
out.
Yeah, smart. That's smart.
Yeah, Jen makes fun of me quite a bit because obviously she cuts my hair after COVID and all that jazz. And she like
Does she get stressed out by it still?
No, she's an expert at it now, and also I think she knows that she really
doesn't
can't
really matter.
Fuck it up. It's more the fact that you guys, I think, probably catch it and have thought it maybe, but like when I'm sitting there with the love of my life, Jen, and she's cutting my hair, right? It's even more ridiculous the resting bitch face I have because I hate getting haircuts. And so like I'll sit there and then I'm zoned out. Like, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm zoned out and I'm thinking about work or something or blah, blah, blah. And she's like, what is wrong with you? Because you look
even when your wife is doing it.
Yeah, like I'm not talking. I'm not. Why? Because I want to let her focus.
Yeah.
So then I'm just like there, and then I'm thinking, God, I fucking hate this. What a waste of my fucking time.
Then you could get hair in your mouth.
Yeah,
and that's gross.
Oh, it's just another.
But again, I'm telling you, he's got the eyes. There's too much detail in Godzilla Jr.'s eyes.
I think here we see that like second photo, top right, and the bottom left, like those clearly that's his kid.
But it's
evolution.
too green.
Well, this says our boy Godzilla is all grown up. So is number 3 him grown up?
You see that? Like I didn't even know that wasn't Godzilla.
Wow.
Because you don't have the eye like I do for Godzilla.
But
No, I'm saying
You're
they
fucking
look
walking
that
through the
similar.
park, you see
They
a
look that
salamander, you're like,
similar.
it's Godzilla.
Yeah.
Paula, look. Oh no, Cecil Abram.
I just can't get down with like the baby. Like the baby.
Oh, we're still.
cartoon.
Yeah, we gotta get back to
I'm sorry. I mean,
Garfield.
there's nothing to
Have
get
you
back
been
to. It's just like
ruined by
I want
Baby
to
Yoda?
wait, kind of funny podcast, all that jazz. You like,
I didn't even know
subscribe,
we
share.
finished that.
Remember, of course, I already said the membership. That's great. If you love us, we love you. Support us. Good karma. Yada yada yada. Housekeeping for you, of course. This episode's kicking off a big Wednesday of content. Of course, Kind of Funny Games Daily will have the biggest news of the gaming world. Games Cast left Tim Super Mario RPG thoughts, and then the Real Ass Gamer Tournament is back as your noon stream. All that, of course, starts at 10 a.m. Pacific and is live all day long on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames and podcast services around the globe. Remember, the Kind of Funny podcast now posts to youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. But you can still get great highlights over at youtube.com/kindoffunny. Maybe you'll eventually set the record straight. Put up Mike screaming at me. Show
I think it's already up actually.
Employee screams at boss, breaks his heart.
Yeah, that should have been the title. That should have been the title. God damn it.
It's never too late to go.
Turn it into a drama channel, you know?
Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Nathan Lamoth, Kieran Lindener, Fargo Brady, Alex J. Sandoval, James Hastings, and Casey Andrew. Today we're brought to you by BetterHelp. And hey, why don't we hear from them right now?
This episode's brought to you by BetterHelp. We all carry around different stressors, big and small. I'm currently planning a wedding, so I know all about that. But when we keep them bottled up, it can start to affect us negatively. Therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make changes that really stick. You can get out of your negative thought cycles and find some mental and emotional peace, and it can give you the tools to find more balance in your life so you can keep supporting others without leaving yourself behind. Some of my best friends use BetterHelp and love how helpful it can be for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit BetterHelp.com/kindoffunny today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/kindoffunny.
All right, baby animals.
I feel like I've talked about this. I'm sure I have.
Well, I mean, we can get back to Garfield.
Yeah,
and
but
the
it's
fact that you have the dumbest hang up of Garfield. It's a fucking
fuck
flashback.
Fuck
Look how
you.
cute
Fuck
he
He's
is.
adorable.
It's
so
bullshit.
fluffy.
You and I found Garfield at a very formative time in our lives when we
did.
needed a true North Star.
Yeah.
And we've based our lives and our lasagna eating habits on him.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I almost bought those.
Terrifying.
Ugly, silent, yellow, fat cat, Garfield, plush toys, soft. What
This is Walmart. Walmart's
the
selling this.
fuck
Yeah,
is
you can
this?
still buy this
Children's
right
birthday
now.
baby
Sick.
pickup doll.
I don't like that one bit. Is this
No.
based
there's
on
two of them?
I have
anything?
no idea. I just looked up Baby Garfield. This is one of the
Yeah,
options.
this is
Christ.
Why are his eyes red?
so
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, no
He's
thanks.
suffering.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
No.
just don't like this.
This new Garfield movie looks like straight fire. All right, and so
Fire.
Did you guys purposely watch the trailer?
yeah, we like Garfield a lot.
Yeah. As soon as, and the moment it came out, I was like, within like 3 minutes, I watched the first trailer. Yeah.
And he was so
I
mad.
thought you were gonna get a Garfield tattoo. I thought that's what you.
I thought about it for
Oh,
sure,
you should
and that
get
was on
Still
the
on
list.
the table.
That was on the list for sure. I just can't get down with like any of like the bullshit. Like I think what was like the first real? I definitely have talked about this. What was the first real like? Was it Baby Yoda? Was like, oh, we're trying to get like
I don't think
Well, I
it
mean,
was the
Muppet
first
Babies,
one.
right? I mean, everything's got a
Yeah.
baby version at some point.
Fuck. Yeah, but I feel like it's like been like a rejuvenation in the last
I think
few
Baby
years.
Yoda for sure.
Yeah, I
kicked it
guess he
off.
would have. Well, no, Baby Groot says Josh. Gigi.
Yeah,
That's a
Baby
great
Groot.
one.
I
That's a
definitely
great
thought-
one.
Yeah, but it's just like I can't get down with like, oh, that was baby version of the thing. No, fuck
You're
that.
telling me this isn't cute as
And that's
fuck?
not how Garfield is. He's not never happy. Even when he was a baby, he was
What do
never
you
happy.
mean? Well,
Maybe he had a
oh
traumatic
my God,
event.
dude! Like, let go of our canon Garfield. This is a multiverse of Garfields we have. All right, you figure Bill Murray making the Garfield movie didn't take away the enjoyment of Garfield and Friends, right? This
true.
is just another one. This is very similar to the Heathcliff universes we get into, where they remember put them into the same show, which was very awkward. Where this one show had a normal looking Heathcliff, and then the other show had the one where it was like Heathcliff and he was all like raggedy and living outside.
What's Heathcliff?
Heathcliff was the knockoff Garfield.
Yeah, he was
I'm not
like a
actually
gray
sure who came
cat.
first. I'm not gonna deal with
Yeah.
this shit. No, he was also orange.
Oh, really?
Can you Google Heathcliff the cat just so we can
I
get mad
definitely
about
thought
this
he was
fucking
gray.
Joker? And this is my dedication to Garfield: is that I love Garfield so much that I watched the Heathcliff show, and as a child, just talk shit about it.
You hate watch
There,
Heathcliff?
that's Heathcliff,
fuck
and that's
Heathcliff.
Garfield. You know what I mean? Yeah, fuck Heathcliff
Fuck
indeed.
Heathcliff. I just that's not
He
like
did have a good song though. Heathcliff, Heathcliff, no one should terrorize their neighborhoods.
Was there a gray cat in any of these shows?
Normal in Garfield and Friends.
That's true.
Kevin, can I get a normal
Look
search?
at a normal
Real
search.
quick, I'll put it out there just so you know and it's on your mind. As you know, I have one tattoo.
Yes.
Porty's paw print, right, from when he
Beautiful.
passed away. Thank you very much. You want to say it's kind of funny 10-year anniversary stream, put on thermometer. You and I go get a Garfield tattoo.
Easy, dude. Easy.
That's gonna be your second tattoo.
Absolutely.
Garfield.
Yeah, fucking yes. Let's do it. Let's make that happen. Easy.
Oh my God,
that is
I
so
love a
easy
good
for me.
Garfield. He hates Mondays.
Oh,
You know what I mean? There's-
Are we getting the same one? We getting different ones?
no. I think it's you
Yeah.
could pick your own.
Okay, we pick our own Garfield?
Because I
Okay.
will want to pick a
Do you have
sentimental
a
moment Garfield.
preferred Garfield?
Baby Garfield.
Possibly. I'm not throwing him out. I'm not
You
taking
should
him
throw
out of
him out.
contention.
He's too happy.
Baby
You know what I mean?
Garfield's so hard because he's so fuzzy. I feel like that would be hard to get across
Yeah,
in tattoo
yeah,
form.
Yeah.
Cartoon Garfield. seems
Probably
like the
just
easy
that
one.
class. You know, Garfield and Friends. Garfield was the shit. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna get him smoking the pipe. I think that was a cool one. I like
Okay.
that one. I like that
Okay.
one. I like
Okay.
that one. But
Okay.
that's about it. I think that's my move right there. Did you read the comics or did you
Oh
watch
fuck yeah! I read that. I
Okay.
bought the comics.
Fuck.
Scholastic book fairs. You know what I
Those
mean?
giant, like,
give me the
anthology
thing.
ones?
Yeah,
That
like
was
they
me,
were the
but
weird
Foxtrot.
long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was around during like the end of life Scholastic book fairs where
Oh,
they were
wow.
selling video games and shit.
Oh,
Like, They
wow.
were just doing
That's
anything.
crazy.
Dude, they like because they would have the book fairs. Of course, they had like the cheat codes books and everything. I'm sure you had some things
Ripley's
like that.
Believe
right?
It or
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah, we had a lot of that. And then they had like the magazines or whatever that you would
This
be
isn't
like,
a real Garfield.
Is that?
No.
That's just a fake
That's
one?
the thing is like people
Garf-
like there's a lot of Garfield erasure. You know what I mean? A lot of Garfield
Yeah.
history. We hate Garfield. You loved Garfield
Yeah.
because
No
he
one
was fucking
respects.
funny.
Yeah.
But it's very funny to take it. Like I love it when they like do the things where they take the Garfield and they like take away everything Garfield says, so it's just John talking in his head.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I digress. I'm sorry. I don't have to defend Garfield right now. Defend Garfield right now.
No. But I got Shadow the Hedgehog from this Scholastic book fair.
God damn. How
Yeah.
much?
The video.
Was it like on
It was
sale?
like one of those things where it's like it was not at the Scholastic book fair, but they like were like, hey, you can like give us money and then we'll ship it to the school and then we'll your teacher will give it to you. And
so are book fairs dead? Do they not exist?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm sure they do in some respect, but like for me, it was like they were trying to do anything to like get kids to spend money. So they were selling video games and
some
shit.
of my teacher people.
Okay,
I remember one time I got accused of stealing a kid's I think it was Nights on Wii. I think they did like a re-release of Nights on the Wii.
Yeah.
And like the teacher like delivered it to a kid, and then the kid like lost the copy, and then the teacher like walked up and he was like, "I know you like video games. You stole it, right?" And I was like, "What? I don't have a Wii."
I love that. I know how you are now,
Yeah,
and so I
yeah.
can only imagine a smaller version of you being so much more. I didn't do it. I don't
Just freaking out,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
absolutely freaking
I'm
out.
gonna go to jail.
Yeah, like literally.
How'd you prove your innocence?
My dad. I had to go to my dad and be like, "They really think I sold it? I don't have a Wii. Like, I don't know what to tell them anymore." My dad had to be like, "No, what are you saying? My child did not steal it." The kids on be like, "Oh, did you put it in your backpack?" I'm like, "No, I didn't fucking put it in my backpack."
I like that you're the only other person in the school who likes video games.
that was literally their thing.
Did they ever find it?
No, they never found it. This dumb kid probably threw it out. Probably didn't know what he was doing.
For real,
like
did
some-
you steal it?
No, I didn't. I
God,
don't have
that
a
would
Wii.
be awesome.
that'd
Yeah,
be
I just
so
come
cool.
back.
You're
I was
like,
like,
"Oh, yeah,
I did take it.
I keep it with
I
me
didn't even have
every
a
day.
Wii.
It's the perfect crime. They'll never think I did it.
I
Show up at
wish.
GameStop to trade it
Get $10.
in. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like, so like, you legitimately are upset about Baby Garfield this because
Yeah.
they're doing a thing with the dad.
What? What are they
Like
doing?
the whole point of the movie
Oh yeah,
is
he has a dad.
Yeah, his dad
which I'm
shows
fine
up.
with. That's cool. That's like backstory. That's interesting.
Well, so you have to have a baby. I mean,
No,
like
I don't
the
want baby.
backstory is that he left Baby
Yeah, but
Garfield.
It's
and
in the
Baby Garfield
trailers, though.
found-
You know what I mean? It's like part of the marketing. I don't like that.
It's
You know what I
not
mean?
part of the marketing.
Oh, it definitely is, Greg. I've been keeping up on the Garfield marketing. It's a lot of the marketing.
You're
This is
making
baby.
this. You know what you're doing right now? You're doing the shit that I fucking can't stand with our some people in our community. Where clickbait headline. No, we talk about it for 30 minutes. Clickbait is not. Clickbait would be like, fucking Kevin gets stabbed in this episode, and then he never gets stabbed. That's clickbait.
Yeah. I think I'm just.
Them saying they're gonna fucking put out a.
I wish if this was a Garfield.
Stab me, Greg.
If this was a Garfield prequel movie, I'd be cool with it, and I'd be fine with it. But I don't want the marketing to be related
A
to this.
Garfield prequel movie.
What
I
is
can't
the
believe you just
marketing that
fucking
they are
said that
doing?
out
Is
loud.
it just the trailer where they
and
show
the cute
him?
Garfield. I don't want it too much. It's too much. They're focusing too much on him.
But don't we? I
Insistence upon itself.
this is assumptions for someone who hasn't seen the trailer. Is this not how we see how Garfield gets grumpy?
I'm
Thank
sure.
you, Joey.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
That's
It's
like
just
such a-
it is not. I don't know. I think they're trying too hard. They're trying to make a viral moment, and I see it. I see the viral moments.
Oh,
I
like
see the
Baby
viral
Mr.
moments
Peanut
popping
or
up. I see
whatever?
them making it happen.
No, and see, like, yeah, that shit sucked. Baby nut or whatever.
Yeah, same deal. Same
No,
deal.
it's not the same deal. They shoved that down our throats at the Super Bowl.
Same deal.
Killed him, and then who really died? And they were like, all right, we're sorry.
No, he came back. He like it was like a
Yeah,
great
no.
situation.
But remember, it was that thing where
Oh.
they did that. We're like, we killed him, and then somebody really died or some tragedy happened. They're like, yeah, we'll stop. We're gonna stop baby
really?
nutting. We're
I don't
gonna stop baby nuts. Sorry, don't worry about it. This shit sucked.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you to compare.
so
It's-
funny.
like, here's my problem.
Yeah, tell me
You
the
say you're keeping up with the marketing. I don't believe you're in the streets.
Oh.
Because I'm in the Target every weekend buying a fucking car for Ben, and I'm not seeing Baby Garfield shirts and Baby Garfield koozies and Baby Garfield
It'll be
sandals.
there.
Corn cob holders, you know what I mean? Like, if I was seeing that, I'd be like, yes, they are. I frankly don't think they're marketing this movie well at all because I saw
did it
Scott
come
Porter
out?
and his family at the premiere, and I'm like, is this out? It was like while we're in LA too. I'm like, can I go right now with Scott Porter?
Yeah, I gotta be
Garfield?
honest. I didn't realize the movie was coming out until I saw the IGN review. It was like a 4 out of 10. And I was like, oh shit, didn't realize that was coming out.
Oh, so
I got
it's a
book fair
Ghostbusters Frozen
updates.
Empire. Great.
That means it's gonna be really good.
Better than worse than Madam Web, of course.
Fucking-
Apparently, the principal has to pay for a Scholastic partnership
oh.
in order to get the book fair to come.
Gotcha.
So not every school gets a book
And
fair.
he was like in the bad part of New York where they're stealing Wii games. So
Yeah. The
Wait,
the
do
dirty
you
streets
think
of Long Island.
Does the principal get a profit, or what's the incentive there for the principal to? He's got to move.
I think
budget
it's to
around?
get because when you buy books from the book fair, a percentage of it goes back to the school to like feed into their library, if I
Got
remember
it.
correctly.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it's like, oh, you pay like a flat rate, but you could get like a bunch of money in theory.
Yeah.
In the live chat, Shane says, Greg, they are at Walmart. They have big displays. And the display is Baby Garfield or just
Yeah.
Garfield?
Where's the baby Garfield?
And what is the quota, or I'm sorry, what are the percentages Baby Garfield to regular Garfield?
Wait, so Roger,
Yeah.
if the movie is primarily Baby Garfield, you're going to be upset or
No, I'd be happy with that. I'd be like, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Let's keep it like
At
that.
what
But like,
percentage of Baby Garfield in it would make you happy?
I think. That's a good question.
Matthew says, I believe there's also no normal Garfield plush.
So there is
just
Baby
a
Garfield
plush?
and Sean.
I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
It looks
Okay.
like they sell all 3.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh my god, but look at how good
Well,
it
that does
looks.
look really cute. I will be honest. As a plush,
You gotta stand up for
as a
your-
plush, it does look good. But like,
Too big. Needs to be sized.
Cameron
Yeah,
Kennedy,
sure.
Baby Garfield will be 5 minutes in the movie and 30% of the marketing. The marketing is happening. Where is any of the
Right there.
Garfield
Is the,
marketing?
there.
the fact that none of us know if this movie is out or not
when does this
means
movie
that
come
there's
out?
not a lot of marketing.
When
I
does
think.
this movie come out?
Kevin, can we get
Oh,
a-
click on that Reddit.
Looks like an adult.
just a regular Garfield.
That looks like
That's just adult Garfield.
does
Well,
it
that's
Oh, wait,
the
there's
thing.
multiple- is there
They're
multiple?
They're marketing with. It's Reddit.
There we
so
go.
I'm
There we
scared.
go. There we
Oh,
go. There we go.
Oh, Baby Garfield's everywhere. Baby Garfield's
No,
everywhere.
hold on.
What do you mean? I see one.
One.
Look at all the big
that's
Garfields
one
there.
adult
Well, they're saying on the side.
Oh,
I'm
there's
saying
another one on
Yeah.
the right side.
Yeah.
but there's it's an equal number.
Wait,
Baby
but
Garfield
up top
to
we have
real
a regular
Garfield.
size Garfield.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 2-to-2 ratio.
Whoa.
That's the toy.
Whoa, that's like a jump scare, that last image. Holy shit. Holy shit.
So according to this marketing, Roger wants to see half the movie has to have baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I want it to be a 50-50 split, and I'd be
I think
okay
it's
with
more
it.
of a third. I think it's more of a third because
I think
Yeah.
so too.
He's going to be in there for 5 minutes. And
You
I
gotta.
I don't think so.
You gotta fucking love it where it's the Garfield. No, leave it up, please. Garfield subreddit r/Garfield, and then welcome to r/Garfield, the premier subreddit for fans of Jim Davis's comic Garfield, established in 1976.
3 people online
I'm
right
gonna go.
now.
I was about to
trolling
be
the-
4. I'm gonna go join this shit right
follow
now.
this right now.
You fucking kidding me? That's the kind of goodness I need in my life.
So your issue is that they're misrepresenting the
Hey,
movie
hold on.
by focusing on Baby Garfield.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Yes.
if
And it
there's
feels-
equal representation with adult Garfield, you will be fine.
Yes.
Kevin, did it just go up to 4? I joined.
It did not. But also,
Ah, shit.
if you join it, you're becoming a member. It has 42,000 members. If
Yes,
you are
but it's the people who are
Members.
online.
Yeah. Look at that! It's on mine.
Oh, shit.
4 eating lasagna. Because on Reddit you can put little fun things
Yeah,
of
that's
what you're
cute.
doing.
I like that. That's
This
fun.
is my kind of subreddit.
Are you going to watch this movie with Benny or?
I'd love to do that.
Yeah.
My big hope is that it bombs at the office or the
Yeah.
box office like Fall Guy, and I get it real quick.
Oh, yeah. Fall Guy's already on streaming
Yeah.
or whatever.
Great
right?
idea. That's how
It's
it should
also
be.
crazy because it wasn't bombing at the box office. It just gets
Wasn't
a short
enough.
run.
I thought it did bomb at the box office.
Oh, yeah, I don't
so-
think it did very
think-
well.
But I don't think it bombed. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't. You know me. I saw that it didn't do well,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Oh," and I was
Crazy.
like, "Maybe I'll see this movie now."
Winner. Oh,
I was going to say the Forbes headline is Fall Guy tumbles over to streaming.
oh.
So, yeah, take that
Tumbles.
as you will. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
That's
but I
just-
think that's the whole play on them. Him being a
stunt
Fall
guy.
Guy. I don't think it's about that.
We'll come back to this.
Put Fall Guy bombs Ryan Gosling career over. Let's see what you
Type
get
that
there.
in.
Yeah, that'll bring up something.
When are you taking Ben to his first movie? Like, what's the?
I mean, we did Ghostbusters Afterlife.
oh, yes.
Remember?
In theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We went to that
Yeah.
theater for
So
Kind of Funny.
baby.
We brought him with his little headphones on. He was
Yeah, yeah.
what 3 weeks old, 4
Yeah.
weeks old, something like that.
I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the
Good
first
times.
time like any of us had met him.
Yeah, I think so too.
For the most
Maybe
part.
maybe.
And you
Timmy
haven't
G
taken
came
to a
over.
movie since?
No. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. It's his attention span. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Where it's like sometimes he'll be dialed in, but like even a long movie would be a long thing. Like Wall-E, he watched recently for the first time, and now many times since then. But that we break that up over multiple viewings or whatever for him.
Gotcha.
Before he wants to go play with his cars or
Gotcha.
whatever. You know what I mean?
That's exciting, though.
It is exciting, but Garfield hopefully will be a great one for it.
Yeah.
But you don't know if it gets too scary in there. You
Does he
gotta
like
watch.
the character of Garfield?
I don't think he's aware of Garfield yet.
Interesting.
As you know,
This could
Garfield.
be a good intro.
Yeah, Garfield. I don't think has had much.
No, you're not showing him the Bill Murray movie.
Yeah, no. I never watched it. Did you?
Oh, yeah. That's,
Yeah.
that's good. It's
Yeah?
good. Yeah,
Okay.
It's
ver-
good.
I mean, it was
Kind of funny
Garfield.
scale right now. Go.
Yeah, it's a solid 7.5. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's a 3. It's a
7.5.
3 for
It's a solid
God's sake.
7.5. I mean, I don't remember it much. I just remember he was just Bill Murray was a little Garfield, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I just I'm fine with the Chris Pratt of it all, but like Bill Murray is my Garfield. So like, because I grew
Wait,
up
is
with
Chris
that. I
Pratt
grew up-
Garfield?
Yes. Yeah.
of course,
Fucking everywhere.
just fucking
I
everywhere.
mean, when you're that good.
Do you think he has the grumpiness in his voice? I guess I should just watch the trailer.
Oh, okay. Ouch. Oh wait, no. That's what it's made worldwide. This is a Tim thing. Okay. So go back. So $200 million budget to make the Fall Guy, and it's got 128 million.
so
128
there-
million.
Not great.
Nah.
But everybody, I feel like people were talking about it. I feel like they just aren't giving it enough time. But that's just me.
Yeah.
I think it's shown that you ain't gonna go to the theater to see it. Yeah. So put it on
There's just not
streaming.
enough
Let's
time.
go.
Put it on
You know what I
streaming.
mean?
Put it on streaming. Fuck.
Jen bought Dune 2 the other day.
Bought it.
Of course.
It's on Max today.
Could use that money to buy Garfield.
God damn it. That's
So
upsetting.
funny.
That's upsetting. Because I don't pay it. Like literally, it was. I want to watch a movie tonight. Okay, and I finished dishes, and she already had it like on the pause.
Yeah.
She's like, I got Dune 2. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And it's too long for Jen can't hang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like she's gonna watch this in 30-minute chunks or whatever.
Yeah. Is it a Jen can't hang, or you just both can't hang anymore?
It depends on the night, but this was during my Fallout period where I was very much like, you ready to go to bed so I go downstairs and play 3 hours of Fallout 76 right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Greg,
We got screwed on Poor Things the same way.
Oh, really? It was just
Yeah,
already on.
she bought
streaming.
Poor Things and then and I saw it was on something. I was like,
Is that one of the $25 purchases too, or is it?
At
this
this
point, I
solid
hope
20.
not.
no, it is.
Poor things.
I
for
still
sure.
don't mind doing it. Again, I am the guy
It's
who is
still cheaper than going to the
I'm
theater.
demanding and wanting day and date, and I don't. So if you got to put it out there, and you say, hey, it's $20. I'm like, that's still cheaper, than me going to the movie theater.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how quick Garfield together. Can we confirm is Garfield out?
I don't think it's out yet.
Have you gotten invited to screeners? And
I
can-
did. I assumed no one wanted to come.
Whoa, that's a big assumption.
Wow.
That's a big assumption for Greg. then.
20% of our company loves Garfield.
I don't think the numbers are that high.
That's a good number. That's a good
Two
number.
out of 11?
5%.
2 out of 11 is almost 20%.
What's the date?
Two-
May 19th. Oh, it's out.
Oh,
It's out.
Thursday
Can you see if they'll throw another screener for us?
at the studio.
For us.
People are saying not yet this weekend. DJ Kenta says Thursday it releases.
Well,
Yeah.
online it says May 19th.
Maybe it was one of those limited things where they put in for like award considerations.
It's at Cannes. A solid
But,
7.
why? And again, I don't pay close attention to
Yeah.
the movie things. These I got an 18-minute
so
standing
funny.
ovation.
I fucking
hate this
Shut up,
shit.
you French fucks. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking
I
about?
keep on sending them to Tim. Let me see if I can.
I
pull
forget
one
there
up.
was one that was definitely a bad movie. It was one that I was interested in. It got a huge ovation there, and I was like, yes. And then it got it's not. I want to say it was like a Snyder movie, but it wasn't. But I want to say it was something like that years ago, where I was like, oh, this is a great sign. And then I was like, this movie fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Everybody hates it.
So they have this is one of the headlines. The second act, a talky French comedy starring blah 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 about the making of the first movie, directed by AI. Mustered a lukewarm 3.5 minute long standing ovation. Which is
3.5 minutes being lukewarm is
what
wild.
the fuck does that mean?
My God.
And then there's another one, which was, David Cronenberg's The Shrouds, about a corpse-obsessed widow, gets polite 3.5 minute standing ovation.
Why are they timing these?
So why does
the polite.
lukewarm get one? How come 3.5 is lukewarm
honestly,
and
pretty good. Like I think that like shows like, oh, like that's a lukewarm, like they didn't really like it. But then this one's like, oh, they're just doing it just for David Cronenberg. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah.
it's like this movie sucks, but like, he's here, so we'll do it 3.5. Well, right there. Weird.
Gotta bring back cabbages.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Throwing
ready.
shit
This
at
shit
people?
gets bad. Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Joey,
I love that.
Yeah.
do you have any regrets not watching that Cronenberg movie that kept making people vomit?
No.
Oh, is that the Crimes of the Future?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I-
really wanted to see that.
Me
Why
too.
did it make
I don't
people
want to see it in
vomit?
the theater.
Gory.
I would see it at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like I feel like
Gross.
you see that a lot. I saw this tweet. It was from this new like horror film.
Oh, is this the Margaret Qualley and Demi Moore one?
No, it's a different one.
interesting.
Where it's like is the point. It is like a third. It is the point of
the
view of
killer?
a killer the entire
love to
time.
see
So
that.
it's like a Friday the 13th, but it's just the killer, and there's like no music or anything. It's just straight up just gore, and you're
Yeah.
just walking
Oh.
around, and it's like
Is
he's
it the
stuck-
entire time in his
Yeah,
eyes?
the entire time, and,
Yeah.
and you're like it's
It's
third
cool.
person, so like you're like following him, and you're just
Oh,
it's
interesting.
and it's really fucked up, and apparently it's super gory, and like there's like audio of like someone just vomiting in the theater or whatever, and then someone just responded
It's
like, someone responded like, I would like to think that all of these headlines is the same person going to these theaters just throwing up, because you always see it for every movie. It's like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy threw up, this guy threw up, but yeah,
Every movie?
yeah, every single fucking
the
movie.
same person.
Every movie in the
single-
world, you see someone
It just goes there,
vomiting from
throws
it.
up.
I guess, yeah. I didn't think that people were so sensitive to throwing up based on things, but I've been proven wrong in the last week.
Yeah,
about
we
that.
we learned about that. Yeah, I don't think I would, but like, what if? I guess I haven't been around someone that's like just throwing up like randomly, like in a place that like would just make me want to throw up. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've like it's always been like, oh, someone's in the bathroom throwing up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can kind of avoid that.
Holding somebody's hair back while they're throwing up, not like a formative memory
No,
for you. Okay.
no. I guess I didn't party enough.
It's not too late, Raj.
I mean, I've never had a hangover before.
Really?
That's crazy.
Never. And I've drank like enough to like I thought that I was going to have a hangover, and then I just wake up and I'm like, oh, either I'm a little drunk or I'm just fine. Like I've never had the hangover headache. I have to do it.
Are you doing like you chugging the water before bed? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been smart about that. So I drink water and then I also do like an emergency. I've been off the liquid IV.
Okay.
I had too much sugar in it.
It's a lot of sugar.
So then I just do the emergency and I just
Water boy, no sugar.
Does
Pretty good.
emergency do what?
It has like all of the same like
Okay.
vitamins in it. It has more, of course, vitamin C. It has like 3,000% you need. So it's like you're just peeing that out, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Yeah, I saw some TikTok from some guy who's has the liquid IV alternative.
Yeah.
And so
Probably
he was
water boy.
talking shit about liquid IV, and he's like, "I'm just gonna go through," and I was like, "I don't care." I
tastes
got a whole
Can I-
I got a crate full of this shit, and when I need a liquid IV, the damage I have done to my body, and I've tried the sugar-free ones. I'm like, not a fucking chance. All right, like I will give me all the sugar. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Hydrate me and make it taste good.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I remember the first time I shook it up, I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this liquid IV lemon lime's great.
yeah. I could be healthy. Like, look at me. Like, I'm just a healthy guy.
Again, you remember, it's not that I'm like, oh man, I just worked out. It's like, oh man, I fucking drank too much wine. I'm fucked up.
But then you still have like oh, I'm responsible right now. I'm being responsible. But then it's like, oh, it's
See,
fruity.
that's not
You don't
my
even feel
vibe.
that way.
My vibe is I need all hands on deck. Something needs to be done right now.
So is it?
Because it's the same thing of like, I'm confusing it to some degree, but like ibuprofen or whatever, like you're not supposed to drink and do because it's all liver stuff. And I'm like, fuck that. We need relief. And like, in college, I would preemptively take them after I like booze all day and night and then do the Advil, then go to bed and drink a bunch of water. You know what I mean? Like,
That's the
fuck
pro
it.
move.
Huh?
That's the pro move.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then
yeah.
you can sleep and you don't wake up.
What's it like for you guys? Are you guys
Totally
waking
fine.
up with hangovers most times that you drink more than usual?
At this point, I drink so rarely.
Yeah.
Like I don't really keep alcohol in the house anymore. I pretty much only drink if I go out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting fucked up much, since Ben arrived. So like, I mean, yeah, I would. I mean, it's back to the water thing, right?
Yeah.
Of like how much you drink, and then if you're doing the right thing for it or whatever, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go my entire life without having hangover.
It is. I do feel like as I've gotten older, it changed where like having like a couple glasses of wine or a couple glasses of champagne or whatever will give me like a raging headache. Not even the next day. It's that night.
That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
is why you gotta get on the edible train. No hangover.
Fuck yeah.
It's way
But here's the
better.
thing. I actually have like weed hangover sometimes. And
Oh,
I don't
really?
smoke or drink that much. I mean, smoke or take edibles that much.
Yeah.
But when I do, sometimes I go a little too hard and I wake up the next morning. I'm like, oof, I don't feel great. Like I feel a little
Oh,
weird. Like I feel a little
interesting.
hazy.
Okay.
Hazy.
Yeah,
but
sure.
A little groggy.
Yeah.
What'd
a little groggy. No, you just don't. You don't get it. You're not.
You're right. I took a dare pledge.
Yeah.
In the 5th grade. I'm not breaking that shit for anybody. All right. McGruff
Yeah.
was there. He
Yeah.
made me fucking pledge allegiance. I'm not.
You don't want to get arrested by a dog in a trench coat anytime you.
I don't ever want to see him again. You know what I mean? It haunts my dreams.
Would you
So
ever
funny.
What?
smoke a joint?
Oh, I have.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's a joke. I mean, yeah, like I.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
Oh,
Having his
no.
mind
I've smoked 4 times or like
oh,
5.
I didn't know this about
maybe
you.
4
Oh,
times.
I thought it was like fully. You just never touched it.
No.
before.
It was the first 2 I never had any reaction. The second 2 I got high and I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay, I see what this is.
Oh, you're cooler now. You know what
Thank
I mean?
you,
Like,
thank
just
you.
immediately.
I want you to know that when I did the second time where I really got high off of it or whatever, like I was like lying in bed, like listening to music or whatever.
How old are you? When was
Oh,
this?
I mean, you were listening to me on shows.
Oh,
This is-
really?
This is
Okay.
this is at the old spare bedroom.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
with Colin. It was like, yeah, I caught him off guard one night when he's like, come smoke this. This is like the second time when I had done like socially smoked with him and some other people. And then he was like, come smoke this with me. Like, oh, okay. He's like, I was not expecting that. And then I don't know what I'm doing. I just smoked way too much or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went laid in bed just listening to music. And then I was like, shit, I'm going to throw up. And I got up and I went in the bathroom and I got down on that thing and I was sitting there and I was like, I had this like burning, not burning, the warmth in my neck
Yeah.
of like waiting to vomit. And then I
You're
was
just
like,
swallowing spit.
and I was sitting
constantly.
there and then I was like, I started cleaning the toilet because I was there. And then I was like, wait, like I'm not, it was like a false flag. It was just that my neck was warm from weed. I was like, oh, I'm fine. I got back. Went back, laid in there and watched TV or whatever.
Were you freaking out, or is it just more of like?
No, I wasn't freaking out. Yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But it's just not my bag.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Because of this man, McGruff.
God.
Look at those eyes. I let him down 4 times. You know what I mean? He can't believe it. It sucks.
This is his real reaction right now. This is live. This is live.
Kevin Zoom called him in. Here he is. He can't believe he lost another soldier in the war. You know what I mean? The war on drugs. If we've lost Craig, we've lost them all.
Yeah, we didn't have DARE when I was in high school, but of course, they were like, don't do drugs. But like, for some reason, my school, again, I went to school in like New York, super heavy on like never have sex outside of marriage. Like, it was like I did not go to like a Catholic school or anything like that, but they were just like, you never can do this, like you will immediately you will immediately get AIDS immediately as soon as you have sex. It's like,
I mean, that makes
Christ.
sense in New York.
What?
You know what I mean? Like just danger at every corner.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Probably you ever see that movie Teeth? A lot of girls like that over there probably too, you know?
Is that the movie with the vagina?
Yeah, in the vagina teeth.
It's true. But yeah, we didn't have like a weird DARE program. I kind of want that. That's kind of cool.
I mean, it didn't
scare
work.
Did it scare you super
No,
straight?
it's like, I don't know.
Because I remember
so
walking out of
lame.
my sex ed class and like people in my class who were the horniest boys you could ever imagine
Yeah.
looked at me and like, I'm never having sex. Like they were so scared straight. But like, yeah, did it not work for you? Like the drug scared straight situation?
Scared straight isn't, I mean, no, I don't think DARE was scary. It was just lame.
Yeah.
I don't even
They
remember.
didn't show you like scary images of people
I'm
dying.
sure they
and
did
shit?
some kind of reefer madness bullshit.
We did. Oh, I don't remember. It was like it had a name, but it was like the drunk
fake car
driving
cat crash
Yeah.
thing? Yeah.
And then people
yeah.
would get like taken out of class and everybody would be crying. I also went to an all-girls school, so I feel like it was like heightened.
Was that a mad thing? Like
I
mothers
think
against drunk
so.
driving? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
It's like
say
every second counts or something.
we
like
never
that.
had that.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard
I
of that
think it was
before. I've heard of that before. I remember we had one year where like they brought like an auto wreck and like left it on the front lawn. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking
Kids are stupid, but it's like
yeah.
don't have sex or you'll die. Or I'm sorry, have sex and you'll die, right?
Yeah.
You'll fuck up. Like I feel like it's like a binary on-off switch of like, well, we can't tell them to have sex, nor do we want to teach them responsible sex. We'll just say don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do. I remember literally being like, I think it was like maybe like 14, and I raised my hand. I was like, "Are you guys gonna teach us how to use a condom?" And they laughed at me, like the teacher, and then everyone in the class laughed at me. I was like, "Okay, this is weird. Okay, why?
Why don't you go steal another video game, McCordy? Like, that was 7 years ago. And I
Everyone
didn't do
looked at
it.
me. Everyone looked at me like a sex criminal. I was like, "Oh my gosh. Okay, well, bye. All right. Guess
You're like, I'm just
never
trying to be
do it."
responsible. Apparently not here.
I guess I'll never do it. Guess I'll
You never did?
Yeah, no, I did. Absent until I die.
Leanne's is like, Roger, it's not like you. Like, no.
I can't do it.
Can't do it. I'm gonna go get another
See this
tattoo
promise
of a
ring?
fucking rat on my leg.
Gotta make sure I never fuck.
Oh my god, yeah, God. It's you get there and you have all these. It's going to be interesting to see how my opinion and what I choose to do and what works and what doesn't work with Ben. You know what I mean? Because it is that thing of like, even now we're very much. We curse all the time in the house, and he'll curse every so often. We laugh about it or whatever, and then we'll be like, "You remember, you can only use those words here." Like that's how we're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Of like, don't curse at school. Like that'll be a problem for you, but it'll be the explanation of all of that for him, right?
Yeah.
Which I know will be a struggle, and he will end up cursing there, and will be a thing. But it's like back to sex, back to drugs, back to whatever, right? Of just like you're gonna do all these things, but you have to do them safely, and like you know what I mean. Like I'm talking to like a 2-year-old now, but you know what I mean. It'll be by the time these kind of conversations hopefully happen, right? It'll be older, and you can have that actual like. One-on-one, hey, let's do this thing and like talk about what's happening here. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because like I remember when I was a kid, right? Like I was always looking at my parents, and I was like, man, it would be so cool if they just understood that weed was not the worst thing in the world, and they let me smoke occasionally when I was like 17, 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I know that when I have kids, eventually I'll probably be there of like, oh, it's okay. Like you can have a little bit if it's whatever it is when you get to a certain age. But like to me, I still have like that stigma within myself of like, this is a criminal activity and like you should never do this and you're a bad parent if X, Y, and Z. And like I know that that's not true, but I still have that within me, and that's going to be like an unlearning thing. I don't know if do you have any of that within yourself of like the way you were brought up and the way that you're going to have to
No. I mean I think on that generational thing, right? Like I feel like with how I imagine these conversations going and imagine them tackling them, I think it will be similar to what my mom probably tried to do. You know what I mean? I think every parenting choice you make is somehow influenced by the things you went through as a child with your parents, right? Yeah. And so my mom, I think, tried real hard to have that open dialogue and make, but I think even then it was like, it was like a thing. I remember when we were like, I was a weird kid, obviously. So like I would watch the 9:00 news with my parents, you know what I mean? And not like a kid. Well, maybe it probably was a kid, but like, we'll say I'm 10 here, maybe 12 or whatever. I don't even know. And it was something about like the AIDS epidemic or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I remember my mom being like, Gregory, if you ever have questions about sex, you can ask us. And I remember, I don't remember the question. I remember asking something similar about condoms, I think, or something to that effect. And I remember my dad being like physically uncomfortable. And I was like, all right, well, I read the room. And it was like, but it was also a weird way. Like, it wasn't like, it was so like, we're doing this because of it. It wasn't this like natural flow of what you've seen or done before.
You never had the talk?
It's not like...
No, I never had a talk that I remember. Like, definitely not like the pull you aside, sit you down in high school. I think at that point, they're like, movies must be influencing to some degree, right?
The sex talk is so interesting because I feel like parents, especially like in our parents, were like, open dialogue, whatever. But if it never comes up otherwise, then it's like, is it really an open dialogue? Because we literally never talk about it, but I'm supposed to ask you.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, maybe as the millennials begin to be parents, stuff like that won't be as so siloed. I think it's more part of like a general conversation.
And I think it coming up in a movie or a show, right? Because that would happen, and I just nobody talks about what you're saying. I remember my friend Mike, when we were at his house watching Time Cop, like there's a sex scene in there, right? And he's like, first off, this guy bootlegged every movie he rented, so he like, I forgot this was in there, and he got up with an Afghan and covered it up, and I was like, that was a weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're watching Jean-Claude Van Damme kill a bunch of people, and same matters touching same space. Like, I don't even know. I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this, but I probably want to see Sloane from Ferris Bueller naked. Like, what is this the worst thing in this movie? I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, so I don't know. I think, to your point, like the open conversation was open, but it was like spurred on by something that was happening in the room or around you. Whereas I think my hope would be for the kind of parents and kind of relationship we're going to have, I think, with Ben, it'll be more just talking at any point, and especially right now when he's young, if he's asking about that and like and like, the baby being in the belly of like, he's got so many friends who are, or he's got so many friends' moms who are pregnant, not just his friend. We'll see though. I don't know. It's best laid plans of how all this will go and what you'll actually be and what kind of relationship you think you'll have with your kid.
Yeah. No, I remember when I was getting like 13 or whatever, I knew sex. I knew how it worked. I wanted that talk. Like I wanted like my dad or my mom to like sit me down and be like, hey, this is what it goes, just so I can for sure 100% understand what's happening. Yeah. I remember going to my dad and being like, trying to be like, where do babies come from? And then he like gave me like the most clinical answer possible. And then we're just like, okay, bye. And then just left. I was like, okay, well, this was not helpful at all. I'm 14, sir. I know a little bit more than that, but okay.
It's so funny. Did you guys ever have the thing in school where you had to like take care of like an egg or a baby?
I wanted that so badly.
Flour. We had a bag of flour.
We had a doll that had like a key in the back that would cry, and you like would have to turn the key for like a certain amount of time before it would stop. So stressful for like a whole weekend, and you're just like, please just let me sleep.
Did you have to bring it to school and stuff? And like,
we only had it for like a long weekend, so we got it like Friday at the beginning of class, and then we turned it in like at the end of the day on Monday.
Yeah, I remember like people. I forget what class it was. Like probably some optional like elective or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I remember like multiple people like having the baby in the class. So like it would just start crying in the middle of class, and they'd have to get up and leave and like take care of the baby and like a math test or whatever. And it's like, what the fuck? Okay.
Most people never had sex.
Yeah, exactly. Never do it.
The whole thing's so goofy. You know what I mean? Of how
I wonder if they still do it.
You'd hope it got smarter, but I mean, we keep showing as a country we're getting dumber. So I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I feel like we're making every wrong decision left and right here and there. So it's like, I don't even know. But it's like, for me, it was, I went to a Catholic school the entire way through, and I remember when they, it wasn't like we didn't have like a sex ed class, but we that section would come up of like in health class or whatever, and blah blah blah. And I remember distinctly in junior high when the first time it ever happened, there was like you had to opt in or come back, you know what I mean? And there was
did they separate the boys and girls?
I don't think so. I think we were all together.
Oh, wow.
But I remember
we got separated.
Yeah,
I remember it was this one girl who came from a super religious family, like they wouldn't sign off on it and they wouldn't let her in there, and she got knocked up in high school, and it was like, you know what I mean? And I always thought of like, man, like I wonder how, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what a great case for not, you know, like let's not fight this with no information, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Of like what happened there and how that got there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah. I remember them splitting us up. Yeah, it was the boys and the girls went to different rooms, and it was just
Yeah.
like the oldest video you could possibly imagine, like for the 60s. Of
Yeah.
like, oh, so when you see, when you have a nocturnal emission, you see.
I remember they did one, yeah. This is in high school where it was like maybe infrared was it or whatever, but it was like, you know, the penis getting hard, and then they showed like sex from like this like
in an X-ray machine.
yeah, like an X-ray or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember like, they were like, any questions? And we were all like, how they get this footage? No questions about sex. What the fuck how did they do that? Like, you know what I mean?
We're all video professionals now. We gotta figure this out.
Yeah. And it wasn't like in a sexy weird way. It was just like, this is impressive. You know what I mean? Like,
It's really dope.
God damn, that's fucking insane. I don't want to get in there.
So funny.
Yeah. Those were the days, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody was worried about Garfield then?
No. I mean, well, maybe if they learned, they wouldn't have had baby Garfield, and then they could have used protection, and then we wouldn't have the monstrosity.
It's not a monstrosity.
Fucking baby Garfield.
And it's going to get people into Garfield.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, baby Garfield himself is a cute character. We don't need baby Garfield to make him, oh, he's like a Trojan horse. No. It's
Is
the
Garfield
antithesis.
a cute character?
I don't think
remember-
Garfield is that cute.
I think Garfield's a cute character.
He's fat. I say this is also a fat cat.
Yes.
You know, he's got like, you know, he's always got the grumpy eyes. You know what I mean? Like that's his whole shtick. So he reminds you more of an elderly cat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But they're cute in their own ways.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think they have as much general appeal as a kitten.
But like,
which is what
That should
baby
be. It's the
Garfield
whole thing
is.
is like this is, even if it is marketing propaganda, which I do not agree with. I think it's a story beat. It needs to happen. But if that can get people into the door to find out, hey, you know what? There's more to this cat than lasagna in Mondays. That's all we need, you know?
how do you feel that your two favorite employees have fought with you today on camera?
I mean, you're doing it in a respectful way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Mike crossed the line.
Still laughing back
from
there.
over there. Just over there. Mike, how's this episode been? Great episode.
He said
says.
great
Okay,
episode.
Great episode.
He's screaming.
He's got a tattoo. I'm very jealous.
He's
Yeah.
he's yelling at Greg.
Now- Are
Joshy
we-
G says Afterlife tried doing it with Baby Stay Puffed. Don't forget that worked, and they're in Frozen Empire as well, and they're also in
What?
everything.
What the fuck happened in that movie?
Huh?
What? Afterlife tried doing? Oh, with
Remember?
the baby.
Mini
Okay.
Puffs.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about the sex ed talk. I was like, wait, what happened in the fucking movie? Okay.
I still
yeah.
haven't seen Frozen Empire.
Come on, Joe.
I know.
Available on demand. I already bought it. You can borrow my Amazon if you want. You want? We can go watch
You
it
can watch
right
Dark
now.
Side of the Ring right now.
Hey Jen, sorry I haven't seen you in 2 days, but I gotta watch Frozen Empire with Joey. I'll be home when I can get there. Put Ben to sleep. You know how important this is to me.
I just finished my Sex and the City journey, so I am looking for something new to watch, though I don't necessarily think it's going to be that.
Fair enough. I understand. I respect
Could
that.
be.
Oh, when you say the journey, what do you mean?
I've never watched Sex and the
Oh
City
my
before.
God.
So I watched.
What'd you think?
I think it's really good. It's like the way that they nail like the flawed characters, I think they do really good.
Yeah.
Where it's like you kind of feel like you're different parts of all of these people.
Sure.
And the love interest, you kind of like understand. Sometimes I feel like people make dumb decisions in shows. You're like, this doesn't make any sense, and all this is like, no, you get where they're coming from.
So
then I
now,
watched
did
the
you
2 movies
do
yesterday,
the entire series and
the movies? I didn't do the new
what's
and
it
just
called?
like that.
Just like that. Thank you very much.
I'm debating whether or not I want to do it because everyone just talks about how angry it makes them.
You
and I'm
gotta
like,
do it.
maybe
You
I'll
gotta
just
at this
leave
point.
it.
You know
What about
I mean?
Carrie Diaries?
I don't
Diaries.
really care about that.
Damn.
I love.
It's like baby. It's like Baby
It's not even
Garfield.
I
canon.
love a shitty CW show. I don't know that I need a Carrie Bradshaw one,
Yeah. Maybe.
but
Madeline Stanley says Joey watched Grey's Anatomy from the beginning. It's a journey I'm on. It's a roller coaster.
I watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy. I don't think I have it in me to watch like 25 seasons.
Jen did it.
Fuck.
I
Is it
watched
still
to the
going?
plane crash, which
Yes.
feels like a decade ago.
Jen did it when just as she lost her mom. You know what I mean? It was like her comfort show of doing this whole thing, and she went through and did the entire thing over the year or whatever. And it was like, I know so much about Grey's Anatomy via osmosis, but like that is a fucking jam of a show. You know what I mean? I was mainly playing video games or doing something and like half listening, but I was the guy of like, they did what? And I'd come back and she's watched 3 episodes, you know, because I'm at work or she's doing whatever. And it's like,
Yeah.
she'd catch me up. I was like, well, when I left, she had come back from the army. It's insanity when you like say any of these plot lines. And it was like, damn, it was like, this is, I was
I like
stupid.
that you're gonna cut up an Owen and Teddy.
This was Nashville before Nashville, right?
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like Nashville moved as a soap opera so quickly and so outlandishly.
Yeah.
And then it turned out like that was all happening here and still is happening here. But like, yeah, the plane crash and all this shit. And then like fucking Camilla Luddington's in and out of relationships left and right. I mean, they all are, but it's like fucking George squeezing hands and shit, right?
She has a husband that comes back, maybe, and then all these things.
Yeah, I loved it when, and then Jen would be like, you get to a part, I'm like, oh, I know about this. How do you know? I'm like, oh, well, I like them on TikTok. Like, I'll like the TikTok, so I get served these like Grey's Anatomy puzzle pieces.
Yeah, you just don't
but I don't know where they lay in the timeline.
And somehow there's never a part 3 in the 7-part series. You're like, I don't know what happened in this part.
Yeah, definitely do a Grey's Anatomy.
That's so much commitment. I think
true.
I did Girls because I had never watched that.
Okay.
Then Sex and the City, and I think I'm gonna end with Broad City,
Okay, that's
which
fair
is
enough.
like girl relationship.
What about Gilmore
friendship.
Girls?
Oh, Gilmore Girls will probably be my next tattoo. That's like from.
You love? Okay, gotcha.
I love Gilmore
Hell yeah.
Girls.
Hell
Amy
yeah.
Sherman Palladino.
I'm just floating it.
Yeah.
We get our Garfield tattoos.
Uh-huh.
You get your Gilmore Girls tattoos,
Okay.
but you change the girls into Garfields.
Yes, that might be my tattoo. That's really good.
I want you to know when we were thinking, I'm like, what's a dumb Garfield? Like, what if I got Garfield as a Ghostbuster? You know what
That's
I
an
mean?
easy one.
Little proton packs in there with this one.
You have to imagine somebody has done one of those mashup tattoos.
Oh,
at some
absolutely.
Oh
point.
my God, yeah, totally,
Absolutely.
for sure.
There was multiple Mr. Cheddar tattoos when I looked it up too.
No way,
Oh yeah,
really?
there was like 2 or 3. So I
That's
was
like
oh
the
my gosh.
perfect like kind of throwaway meme thing that
Yeah,
would be perfect.
yeah. Exactly.
I feel like that's not surprising.
There it is.
This is
Look
official?
at that. No,
Oh my
this
gosh.
isn't official. Please.
you never know.
That's
That's official.
Click on the one that is the third one, and Garfield is ready to bust ghosts. Oh
That's
man,
sick.
yeah, fuck yeah, he is.
Wait, that's super sick. Actually,
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Odie
gosh.
as Slimer is like
That's really
way
cute.
cuter than I ever
Yeah.
would have thought it would be. I like that he's in the costume and not Slimer
Totally.
itself.
Because they're just they're just like us. They're cosplaying.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you think about that, Greg? Really quick. What do you think that like that nerd movie trivia fact of like he's not actually Slimer, he's Onion Head or whatever? Have you seen this?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm fine. I
Yeah.
mean, like, we don't need to. I mean,
We don't need
what
to
are we
get
talking
into that.
about? You know what I mean? Like, he's very I mean, he's Slimer.
Yeah.
He's clearly Slimer. The
Yeah,
real
of course.
Ghostbusters made him Slimer.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's just some one log line wrote Onion Head, and it's like
Yeah.
all the nerds like "Ugh, ugh,
That's what they call them. Yeah,
Yeah.
when they were making him original and doing all that shit. Yeah.
fucking
No one
Slimer."
ever calls him Slimer in the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Slimer.
Yeah.
He's Slimer.
100%.
He's Slimer in our hearts.
And that's what they should have fixed, right? They should have said that, in Frozen Empire.
Oh, they never say his name.
Ghostbusters too.
They
Yeah,
never say
no.
Slimer.
No.
Wow. Fuck. Onion Head.
Well, they don't call him that either.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but I think I'm okay with it.
So in Ghostbusters 1, when Slimer pops up, right?
yeah.
They, right, as you see, right, Onion Head there, like that, and put Slimer in brackets. Like, he wasn't, like, ever referred to in any of the films as Slimer.
Oh, but it says Onion Head Slimer.
Yeah.
So I get is Slimer like the type of
I would
ghost? Are there
think
multiple
so.
Slimers?
Theoretically. I mean, you figure it would be slang for ghosts in
It's
general,
the Godzilla
right?
thing all over again.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where in one of the lines in it, he's like, "Oh, we get all kinds of Slimers," and they say Slimers.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
So it's just
gotcha.
slang, I think, for a ghost. It's not like
Gotcha.
an actual designation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's the Slimer.
He's Slimer. Yeah. There's only one. You know
There's
what I
only
mean?
one.
They tried to make it happen with Muncher there in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And again, it was like, you want to talk about marketing? You're trying too hard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You put this one ghost in there to kind of be Slimer because you didn't want to put Slimer in there. I get it.
Yeah.
But you didn't need to, like,
And they're both Sony.
well, they're all Sony. Yeah.
I'm saying Garfield and
Oh,
Ghostbusters.
is Garfield Sony?
Maybe I misremembered.
I mean, I believe you.
I think it's Nickelodeon. I'm wrong. I just remembered.
Look at him. He's so sad, you know?
Ugh,
not as
It's
fun.
gross.
No, of course not.
Ugh.
He was actually a threat, though. Spit metal. You know what I mean?
He spit metal.
Could have hurt people. Yeah, he munched the metal and he spit it back out. Yeah.
Let's watch this movie.
You should.
I
Yeah,
don't remember
yeah,
anything
yeah.
about this movie, clearly. Oops.
Well, you know what your homework is then. Both of you. All right.
Watch the
Frozen
latest
Empire.
Ghostbusters movie, none of the other ones.
Well, if you want Slimer, you
you
should
seen
watch
any?
all the real Ghostbusters and then Extreme Ghostbusters as
Okay.
well. 'Cause that'll-
Extreme Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
What was that? Another cartoon?
Oh my God, brother. Yeah, that was the other cartoon.
I only know real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, this is the sequel that was
Oh.
years later. This aired when I was in high school. This is the
Oh,
one that made
shit.
me cry. Garfield's out now?
We can go see
No,
it.
Thursday, May 21st. And then Kevin, we're Sony Pictures releasing.
Oh shit. Okay, I was right.
Who's in the Garfield movie? Can you scroll down?
This is Ving Rhames.
Hannah Waddingham.
Nicholas
from,
Holt is
and
John?
Brett Goldstein. Oh my gosh. Both of them from Ted
Oh
Lasso.
yeah. And I forgot Samuel L. Jackson's the dad, right? Vic,
Oh
yeah?
shit.
Oh, look at that! And IMDb says it's a 6 out of 10. Kevin, give me the Rotten Tomatoes on Garfield movie.
Yeah, that's about
You
the Rotten
scrolled it.
Tomatoes.
It's not there.
Just
There it
scroll
is.
and scroll
46.
and scroll and scroll and what? Yeah, that's not good. But again, these hoity-toity reviewers, you
Yeah,
never
they don't know
You know what I
anything.
mean? They
They
just
don't
don't want
get
to
it.
go in there and have fun.
I don't get it.
Everybody
We need,
hates
like
Garfield.
a Garfield super fan score, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. We should figure this out, Roger. We gotta go.
See Garfield?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do an in review.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I can't believe that's not an interview. We've done 10 Saw movies and we need to do a Garfield
I
interview.
don't know if you know this. Yeah, unless it's something
Roger,
Tim
don't
wants to see it, he'll never do it.
No,
You know
it's
what I mean?
true.
He'll make sure it never
I've been trying to
happens.
get Mamma Mia forever.
What's the other one? Oh, Alien versus Predator, all in one.
There's only
universe?
there's only 3 Garfield movies. That would have been perfect. We could have easily done that.
There's Garfield and Garfield 2, and then this
Yeah.
one.
We
Yeah.
could have easily done that. Just you and me.
We're not doing like the made-for-TV ones or anything like that. Okay.
I mean, if you want, we could do like a mega episode. We watch all of them and we talk about all of them.
I think we should just go look at the calendar,
Yeah.
find a time to leave this hellhole the next few days, go over there, watch it, and we just do a little short. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People love that
Exactly.
content. This episode, I don't know if we're talking about your tattoo or Garfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Should Greg get Garfield tattooed? Is probably gonna.
That's
yeah,
a good
ti-
headline.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have to do it.
Oh yeah, that's easy. We can make that happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll
We'll go.
figure out for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they have a Garfield bucket. Popcorn.
Kevin, can I see the Garfield popcorn bucket? And,
Yeah,
and
We have
Garfield
to add it to the
I need to
collection.
know what theaters that's in.
I'm still mad that Roger wouldn't let me get the Willy Wonka hat when we went
It
to
was
go
too
get you
much.
guys
It was
the
too much. It was
Ghostbusters
too
thing.
much.
man.
It was too much.
The Willy Wonka hat.
Oh
was-
no. I don't think it's that one. Oh,
I like
well,
that
guess
it's a
it is
little
Cinemark.
purse.
Yeah, it's Regal, right? This one.
Yeah, the one that I saw.
It's not the baby head.
It is the baby head.
I can't believe you're not mad about this.
And you can wear it.
Now you get it, Greg.
As a
Now
badge.
you get it. Now you see.
But again, I don't.
It's
mind.
false advertising.
How's it false advertising?
This is not the baby movie. It's the normal Garfield movie.
But we're gonna get the flashbacks because it's all about his dad leaving him, and then him finding real love in John, and then it's gonna be the spoilers. The ending's gonna be about it's not the family that God gives you; it's the one you choose.
trying to think of movies with flashbacks, and I couldn't think of any. So
Movies with flashbacks?
with baby characters,
Oh.
I'm sure an Ice Age movie has a baby.
Baby squirrel.
That's the one that I saw at Cinemark,
I like that one.
which is cute.
I don't like it because it implies he's dicks in it.
No, it
does.
implies
Look at
it
it.
implies his penis is pressed up against the back of the popcorn
No,
bucket.
Which
he
is
cut
fine.
a little hole.
That's fine.
His
He could've.
little barbed dick is in there.
God, can you imagine if that you got to the bottom and there was a plastic Garfield dick in there? Like, damn, they went all in. You know what I mean? I respect it. I don't want it, but I
It's
respect
retractable.
it.
They're Jesus Christ.
Ladies and
We
gentlemen,
should
that's
just eat the
Kinda Funny
popcorn out of
podcast.
Garfield's head. That's what we should really
Ladies
just
and
focus
gentlemen,
on.
this has been another Kinda Funny podcast.
Look at
Thanks
that
for hanging
smug
out.
look on him. You don't think he's got his dick in there?
You know?
Fucking-
I'm not. Can I get it? Can you give me a side one? Like how I need to see how flush it is.
It seems like we're gonna have to do our own
gonna have to buy
investigative
I'll,
journalism.
you know,
for this.
I'm sure the Reddit will have it for me now that I got that. I like that one from Reddit up there. It says "Mother-in-law got me Garfield popcorn." Like, click on that one. click all the way through.
It's on the subreddit.
Mother-in-law got me Garfield popcorn bucket! Exclamation mark! 137 thumbs up.
I need to see the comment.
What's the comment?
Wait, there's 9 people online now.
I'm one of them. Probably
How many
5
people
of
are
them
in the
are kind of
chat?
funny best friends who are in there now. Scroll down. Let me see the comment. I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what number
yeah.
one comment before we get out of here.
Is it just gonna be like, hell yeah, brother?
Yeah, congratulations.
Big support.
Take it with you to the Garfield movie. Maybe make a separate post about it when you do. Might be hard though because you can't use your phone or anything like watching a movie. Then he responds, maybe I can take a picture of it next to the Garfield cutout they have in the theater smiley emoji.
I got one today too.
It's huge. How do I get this? I found it Cinemark, North Hollywood. What? What's the material made out of? Can I cut a hole in it?
We did it. Perfect end.
That's an end, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap on the Kind of Funny podcast. Remember, each and every week, 4, sometimes 3 best friends gather on the table to tell you and talk to you about whatever it is they want to talk about. Sometimes it's tattoos and Garfield. Sometimes it's more. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with us. Remember, if you enjoyed this episode, we'd love it if you got a Kind of Funny membership. Of course, on Patreon or YouTube, you can give us $10. Get all of our shows ad-free, and there's a lot of them. Of course, watch us record shows like this one live in the afternoon, and get the daily multimedia experience known as Greg Way, where I talk about the 3rd reason to wear a hat.
Plain.
If you don't want to give us any money or can't, we understand. Please like, subscribe, share, follow. Of course, use your Amazon Prime to get that Twitch Prime free subscription over on twitch.tv/kindafunnygames. It doesn't auto-renew. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been our pleasure to serve you.